Hello everyone. Let me know when and if you see this, how the sound's doing. Excuse me. I have had a bit of a rancid cough. Here lately. Hey Gary, how are you doing, man? My gosh. Lord have mercy, I'm not feeling as well as I hoped I would be tonight. That is okay. We have these nights. Jay, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I'm over here hacking up a lung. I decided to do a live about something that I caught earlier today. Middle Mama Sue, how do you do? Hey Solo, good to have you around. Kind of wanted. Yeah, Jay, it's not been the best last couple of days, I'll say that. Feeling a lot better today than I was like 4 or 5 days ago. But still not up to my old self. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to live tonight because I'm having to just keep drinking water to keep my throat going. I'm taking it I'm sounding good. It sounds like I am when I played it on the monitor. Hey, Outdoors with Big Matt, how are you doing? No, I kind of came across a video today sent to me by probably nobody special. Some of y'all will get that. He's actually very special guy to me. Good pal and best friend from way back in the day. And I'm going to be discreet in what I say because this was an odd thing. One, it's an odd thing for me to do a video about. It's also way outside the vein of what I would normally cover on this channel. But my friend found a video and he shared it with me and he's like, what do you think about this? And I was like, okay. I watched about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. And then I kind of started thinking to myself, I really don't understand what's going on, and there's all this other noise in the room. And I'll come back to this later. So that's what I did about 20 minutes ago. I watched this video that was forwarded to me. It had like 6 views. And going to go ahead and throw out the warning right here, right now. The story gets more depressing from here. Very sorry about that, but is what it is. And I kind of kicked around, do I do a video about this? Because, okay, remove. Solo, if I wrench you, can you help me with bots? Because I've already had 2 of them. Okay. I'm going to add you as a moderator, Solo, because just as soon as the bots pop in, I want them gone. Please don't put them on silent for 300 seconds. Just remove them altogether. But anyway, I was forwarded this video, and I thought, man, this video is very, very weird. And I really kind of am getting the creeps even talking about it. But no worries, Solo. Thank you. But anyway, the long and short of it all was this lady appears to be cleaning out her apartment. Now, interestingly enough, I know the apartment that she was cleaning out. I know that complex. It's actually a complex of apartments that are I know they're government subsidized. I don't know if they're Section 8 or whatever, and that's kind of irrelevant anyway, but they were built about 15 years ago. There's a lot of hoopla going about them because a lot of people didn't want these apartments going into the neighborhood they did, or about close to these other neighborhoods, and that's nothing new. Nothing new. But yeah, I know. I get you, Metal Mama Sue. It's the long and short of it all was this lady was calling her insurance company and was trying to get payment on a life insurance policy for her recently deceased spouse. The really odd thing about this video is I'm sitting there scratching my head asking myself, why are you publishing this video to YouTube? You have all these papers laid out on your bed and you're actually videotaping them, and I can see your claim number, I can see your full name, I can see your address, I can see this. Hey, Ariel, I can see that. I can see the date of birth of your ex-boyfriend or ex-husband. It was a gentleman who was born in 1963, 64, somewhere around there. And I guess he just recently passed away from cancer. And the YouTube video is like this 12-minute deluge of this lady being on hold for the insurance company. And when she gets the insurance company on hold, or off, when she gets to talk to someone on the insurance company, she is, so-and-so's name, so-and-so's social security number, so-and-so's date of birth. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I can understand. I have a lot of family stuff hidden on YouTube channels that it is unlisted. You have to have the link or it's private. You have to do the email thing and enter a password. I mean, I do keep some stuff not like that, but I do keep some family stuff on YouTube. Generally nothing that if it were discovered or my channel was hacked or something, it wouldn't be the end of the world that it got out. Because stuff like that, I just wouldn't upload it to YouTube anyway, even if it's the only way I had to save it. But it was really kind of odd because I don't know if she did that so she could just have a record of it, which is my thought, because that's why I would do something like that. And yeah, Sue, my wife was born in 65, so that's kind of a little, a little too close to home, but people do get sick. People get sick at that age, and people get sick younger than that age. I lost a friend of mine from high school to colon cancer when he was 30. I want to say he was born in 1972. And and I know that's like extremely rare for someone that young to die of colon cancer. I mean, it's just like it's unheard of, but it can happen. But anyway, I kind of thought, do a video about the subject because I'm not going to link the video. I'm not going to send it to anyone. If anyone feels they need to see it or want to see it, message me on Instagram or something and we'll talk about it first, because it's not the kind of thing I want to share because, one, I don't know that she knows that she's sharing it. I'm wondering if maybe she meant to make it unlisted and not have it out there on YouTube for everyone to see, which will bring me back around to another question. But like all this personal information, and then like the phone like switches angles a few times, and at one point it's looking at all these papers on the bed. And yeah, guys, we've got like 8 watching, only 4 or 5 thumbs up. Come on, guys, let's get some thumbs up for me. Come on. Just I kind of kicked around doing a live tonight because my voice is horrible, my throat is horrible. I ended up taking a home test, with one of the swab things earlier, and basically it came back and said that I had the funky funk, and so I'm kind of dealing with that. There's not really a lot you can do. You can just kind of sit around at this point without a lot of bad symptoms. You don't want to go to the hospital right now. The hospitals in Oklahoma are saying don't go to the hospital, go to the urgent care, get tested. Then all they do is tell you you're positive or you're negative, and if your symptoms aren't that bad, they send you home. So dealing with that tonight. Yes, Sue, it was so odd because it's like this lady had all this information. She gave her name, she gave her boyfriend's name, she gave like her emergency contact's name, information on all of these people, and it's on YouTube just as much as like what I'm showing you right now. You could slow the video down, and I'm sure you could like write down social security numbers or something, or policy numbers. And it's just so odd that someone would upload something like that to YouTube and leave it public. I mean, before you publish something to YouTube, it gives you the options, public, unlisted, and private. And I don't believe any of those 3 are like totally secure. I mean, we know public isn't. And unlisted is more secure than public, as in people have to have the link to actually see the video. But private, where you have to like enter in a password to see the video, is probably the best of all. And once again, I use YouTube for such functions, but I know how to use YouTube. And exactly, Ariella, I am wondering if she didn't realize that she made it public. But even her name, like her channel name was her name. It wasn't, a nickname, screen name, whatever. And I'm just like, I just almost kind of wondered, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get someone to steal your identity? I mean, it's really bizarre. But I kind of, exactly, Sue. I've uploaded some family videos to YouTube, probably some on this channel, but they're unlisted. I only share them with family members. And believe me, the moment I saw one of them get more than 5 views, I would be like, yeah, and I would pull it and make it all private, or either that or take it down. Hey Joker, glad you're here, man. Help me keep an eye out for bots, because they're popping tonight, man. But anyway, actually had a baby shower planned at my house this weekend, and that's not going to happen now because of the the test that I took earlier. But anyway, I had time to peruse this this video that someone sent me, and was just kind of disturbed about it. It was kind of like I kind of thought something might else be going on, like maybe she doesn't expect to collect this money, and maybe it kind of had the feeling of like a tribute goodbye type video. The video was titled "Rest in Peace," and I'm just like, eh. I mean, so I'm kind of kicking around. Um, do I go to this lady's channel and leave a comment and say, hey, we don't know each other. I don't know you. You left a comment on one of my friends' pages. That's how I found your video. But do you realize that this video is public? Well, yes, Sue, and I don't really know, and I don't know how to message someone. You can't message someone through YouTube. You can just leave a comment for them. I mean, I suppose I could track her down on Facebook if I wanted to, which I don't know that I really want to. But yeah, I'm thinking about, you know, I'm kind of weighing the issue of, you know, I don't want to say, excuse me, ma'am, did you realize to make this public? Did you realize that the whole world can see this? Um, because I kind of am sitting there, is this a place where I stick my nose? Excuse me. Because maybe she says, yeah, you idiot, I wanted everybody to see it. Blah, it's my business, stay out of it. Blah, and it's like, I mean, I've seen some weird people do some things before where they've uploaded videos and you're like, excuse me, did you really want this to be public? And did you want this to be getting seen by every Yahoo, every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the 918 area code? Or the 501 area code, or the 405 area code? And some people are like, yeah, I did. So what? What's it to you? Shut up. So it's kind of one of those, like, do I stick my foot in this section? Because, it's kind of one of those things where you kind of like weigh the costs, and, you don't necessarily know exactly the right way to turn with something like this. And then I guess I could just leave it alone. There's nothing to be I mean, there's nothing wrong with like doing nothing and leaving it alone. Joker, read the new Twitch rules. We good on that. What do you mean, read the Twitch rules? Let me know something, Joker. Send me a message or something. But anyway, I'm just kind of like chilling tonight, thinking about like I said, what do I do in this kind of dilemma? It's kind of like, no, don't know who, don't even have anyone who's a friend. Pemberton Boys, Gulf of Mexico, awesome crocodile, whatever species it was. It's good to be in Belize. Hey, if you can't sleep, the place to be is Central America, or the Gulf of Mexico. I will say that. I wish I was there right now, because God, it's got to be beautiful. Man, I'm having a blast, Pemberton. I hope you get some stuff together, at least for a video from that vacation. I'll also understand if you don't, and you would not find an Atrox in Central America, Steve. I saw that comment. I was going to respond, but if you do find like a neotropical, like a Crotalus dorissus terrificus or Crotalus simus or something like that, Customs isn't going to say anything, dude. If it's in your suitcase, man, bring to your friend Todd. I know that's next to impossible. And the Central American rattlesnakes, bro, way off the chart venom wise. I want to say a lot of them are like strong. I think a lot of the Central American species are actually more potent and higher yield than like Mojave rattlesnakes, so something to be considered. But glad to have you here tonight, Steve, and glad to be seeing your pictures. Yes, Sue, I kind of am like, I don't know anyone that would be a friend of this person. I may poke around later and see if I can find anyone who knows this person. But it's just, my name is Joe Blow. My social security number is 511-86 da 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 whatever. And they're just going off and giving all this information on this YouTube video. And it's just scary. Hey, Metal Mama Sue, you would love to see Costa Rica and Belize sub to the Pemberton boys, because he will have an amazing video coming out. Yes, Steve, someone forwarded me a video, and it's a lady trying to get a life insurance payment of her recently deceased boyfriend or husband or whatever. I think if I dug a little deeper in the video, I could have figured out what he was. But they like made a video of it, and just like while they're on hold with the company, and and then they uploaded it to YouTube, and it's public where like the entire world can see. And so I'm sitting there thinking, are you just like insane? Are you wanting to get your identity stolen? A lot of different things run through my head when I see something like that. And part of me is considering reaching out and saying, hey, just FYI, I'm watching this video. Do you realize that this is set to public, and is that what you want? Because just anyone could run off with this information. Joker, did you hear what happened today with those people? No, I did not, Joker. I didn't hear anything. If you're talking about the video we all got bashed in last night by that one guy, John, or I don't know if it's John. But anyway, if you're talking about that, I saw the tail end of his video where they were all kind of talking about us and all the drama, and that's why I just walk away from it, leave it. 2 days later, they'll have something else to talk about. But hey, Joker, man, point me in the direction, man, if you know something I need to be aware of. Yes, Steve, it was really strange because it's like, it was almost the equivalent of me saying, hi, I'm Todd. Here's my wallet. Here's my driver's license number. Here's my cancer policy. Here's my social security number. My date of birth? Oh, it's this. My boyfriend's date of birth? Oh, it's that. This other lady's date of birth? Oh, this is that. It's just, it was a really odd thing to witness. And once again, it kind of puts you in that moral dilemma of, do I like leave her a comment on the video and saying, look, are you sure you want this to be public? Because like so far 10 people have viewed it, and I was probably the 11th, and we just found it a little odd. Yeah, staying in my lane, Joker. I hear you, and that's kind of what I feel about like this. It's kind of like, who knows? I may leave her a comment. I just may. I tried to do the right thing. DC got banned again from AC. Okay, I'm tracking with you, Joker. Yeah, I probably should get banned from AC as well, but I don't care for him. I don't care for his channel. I don't care for his annoying voice. I don't care for his videos. Never liked the guy to begin with, honestly. The fact that he wouldn't come on and show his face, but yet do the kind of podcast he was, I'm kind of like, dude, I don't know. Just go away. And, creators like yourself, Joker, Rex, people like that, I'll be around for. But, and once again, I don't know that, I could forward a link with this video to the cybercrimes division in my city, or in my old city, because this video did originate from my hometown. And I could, say, hey, I don't know if you guys want to contact this lady or leave a message. I wouldn't doubt that as long as, I mean, I've got to be thinking like a lot of law enforcement agencies would be like, well, there's nothing illegal with being stupid online. I mean, it is what it is. And it's not like stuff like that really gets criminally prosecuted anymore. Like if someone were to steal this person's identity, they'd just have to go through, all the steps of creating, getting that cleaned up. And then they would, have to go through the pain and suffering of, contacting everybody. But I'm sitting here thinking this lady is, older than me. I'll say that. I'm going to say the clip of her that I saw in the video, she's probably older than 50. And yeah, it could be mental illness. She could be off her meds. A lot of the things that were shown in the video, some of the things, it's kind of like you got an idea that some of that was like paraphernalia for certain things. And, there's like packs of cheap cigarettes and stuff in the video as well, and all these different papers with addresses, accounts, policy numbers on them. I stopped the video, I was looking at it, I thought, my God, someone who knows how to blow this up could blow this up and get this information. And don't get me wrong, like sometimes we've all probably, a lot of YouTube creators accidentally maybe share something that they shouldn't or something, and they go back and pull the video, or they don't realize, like when they got a B-roll clip of them walking from their desk to the front door, they don't realize that like an insurance payment or a company or something might have been, an envelope might have got picked up in the video, because I've done stuff like that before too. I've been shooting video on my dog, and like I get a bill or something, and I accidentally, like get the bill that's on the coffee table while I'm chasing my dog around with my camera. My dog is really sick of my camera, I'll say that. Well, Dragoon, the cancer treatment was, the policy was for the boyfriend who died of cancer. That's what I've been able to put together. And not really the kind of thing that I'm like, oh, I want to deal with this tonight, because I really don't. I feel like hell. Like I said, I did the test earlier, and I'm good to go. Now the flip side of this is I got to get out of cleaning the house because we're not having a party here this weekend because we've got the funk. So anytime I get out of having to vacuum or move anything, or scrub toilets or whatever, I'm good with it. I do like to entertain. It's not a bad thing. Entertaining is not a bad thing. My wife's more into it than I am, and I don't mind it. I actually am fond of it when it's kind of like no stress. But literally, we were gonna like mop the floors and do a few other things, and they need it. I mean, don't get me wrong, they need it. But either way, the fact that, taking a test got me out of that for this weekend, I'm going to roll with it. And none of my family watches my channel anyway, so like what the hell? I can talk about whatever I want. But long story short, I'm kind of like, hey Eric, how are you doing? I'm kind of like, what do I do here? Do I leave her a comment on YouTube if she's not checking her comments regularly? I would hate to plant the idea in someone's head. Hey, oh wait, this person says, hey, there's all kinds of personal information in this video. I hate to say it, but sometimes I kind of feel like at that point I'm like a TikTok filter. Like I don't need to see a video of someone jumping off their house onto a trampoline, bouncing off the trampoline into the swimming pool that has 4 alligators in it. I don't need the little disclaimer at the bottom that you can hurt yourself doing that. I mean, trust me, I know you can hurt yourself doing that, and most people with any common sense do. But the fact that we have to snowflake everything for everybody these days is getting ridiculous. In my days, we just called that natural selection, and we tipped our hat to Darwin. Uh, I did start physical therapy earlier in the week. I've got all these different hand exercises that I'm doing to make sure my wrist stays flexible and things like that. And I'm having to like do these things where like I have to squeeze like a rubber ball with like this finger and then these 2 fingers, and I have to squeeze it with my hand a bunch of times. And just stuff like that. And that was like earlier around, I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, or something. It was before I felt bad. And then it's like, then I felt bad. I felt really bad for like a day or two. And I want to say I did a live that night. Can't remember. But anyway, I did. And I got through some of it, and I got through some of the physical therapy, and some of it was tough, and it wasn't that bad really. And they're like saying a lot of you seems to be recovering really good. Um, but yeah, I don't think we have a scam watch in our city, Ariel. I think I think it's just like it's just kind of, it's on you and whatnot. And if someone steals your identity, well, then you go through all the hell of rebuilding it. But then again, it's kind of like, is this my battle? Is this not my battle? Is this something I'm going to get involved with? Something I'm not going to get involved with? I really don't know. Not positive. And which is just fine with me, because I mean, my gosh, I do about everything I can to be a good person and help people when and where I can. And so I'm just going to kind of roll it with that. But anyway, well, Sue, and right now, like if I called like the police department, could go to their cybercrimes division or something. They, they might want the video for like when the identity theft does happen, because if you put this kind of stuff out there, someone's going to snag it somewhere. Someone's watching for something like this. I'm amazed that like, things make it as far as they do on YouTube, because if unless you have a wildly popular channel, I'm used to releasing a video and seeing like 12 comments and maybe 50 views. And those aren't high and good numbers. But it's kind of like then, someone leaves a comment and it's a name you've never seen before, and they're like, well, I was on the other side of the world and I saw your video pop up in my suggestions, so I watched it and it's good, and I'm subbing your channel. And like stuff like that is great. But you don't realize, like, I think that for myself, like a lot of the people in chat right now are the people who are going to watch my videos, who are going to watch my lives. Um, neither here nor there, but yeah, and Ariella, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is it might be safer just to leave it alone because I might say something and maybe they're actually using this information to try to get other people to respond or something or help, or they're trying to get help or something. But that is one thought I've had, that it might be safer to publicly not touch it. And so I probably won't, at least for the here and now. But I just kind of found it odd that someone would put out a video, and in this day and age of cybersecurity, um, would people put that kind of stuff online? And why? Hey, Pemberton boys, are you still with us? A matter of fact, Pemberton boys and Dragoon, both of you guys will get a kick out of this. I was, going through YouTube stuff earlier, shortly after watching this video, and I found a thumbnail for YouTube movies, and they were advertising the 1983 movie War Games. If any of you guys know that, that's where Matthew Broderick tries to hack into a computer base to like play these programs, and he almost accidentally starts World War III. And entertaining movie. You can watch it for free on YouTube. I suggest you do. Matthew Broderick, Ali Sheedy, back when she was really young, they were both in it. But the thumbnail has the picture of the main character, Matthew Broderick, and he's sitting around all these computers and books, and one of the books says C++. And I'm sitting here thinking, I don't think even C, much less C plus or C++, was around back in 1983. I mean, the TRS 80 was about the only computer that anyone had in those days. Those old Radio Shack specials. I want to say they ran off DOS, if I remember correctly. But yes, Steve, I took a photo of that, and I was going to message it to you. But you're having too much fun in Belize right now. I figured I'd wait till you got back. But it's excuse me. It was an interesting take on a YouTube thumbnail that someone, in their marketing department would make an egregious error like that. But either way. Yeah, exactly, Sue. You see, and to me, it would be more of a hassle to get someone at the local police involved because you're going to be on the phone 30 minutes, on hold for 30 minutes, and then you're finally going to get someone, or you're going to have to leave a message, and they're going to call you back, and you're going to chase each other around. It's about what contacting the police with a non-emergency is about today. And no offense to them, because I know they're swamped and they're up to their ears in stuff. Um, oh yeah, there's some great stuff in YouTube's free movies, Ariel. I appreciate you pointing that out because I didn't really watch movies much after the 80s, like probably around 91. I turned 20, and just after the mid 90s, I don't think I've seen like maybe 5 movies in full start to finish after like 1995. I just don't watch movies anymore. Wouldn't mind making them, wouldn't mind helping make them, wouldn't mind doing some high level drone work at some point or something like that. But watching them, no. I did see Miracle, story of the U.S. Olympic hockey team from 2004, 2005, I think. I did watch 42, the story of Jackie Robinson, which is an amazing movie. I would really suggest anyone watch either of those movies because they're definitely very relevant for the times, and there's kind of a lot of history in both of them. Um, you know, you learn about things that you didn't think about, and you know, and you see things from a vantage point that we haven't seen in this country in ages. So anyway, well, guys, Joker, thanks for the heads up on that stuff. I appreciate it. I'm honestly in a funk about editing new snake video, although I'm sure I will get around to some of it soon. I just haven't been real into sitting in front of my computer lately. I've been more like sitting in front of my TV, working the remote control, things like that. But my voice is starting to go. Kind of getting tired, so I'm probably going to cut out here pretty quick. But yeah, I do sue, but once again, I'm not really even seeing where that would be worth contacting them, because it's like they're going to tell me to call this number. And it's like I can call that number on my own and get the runaround. And it sounds incredibly, horribly selfish, and maybe it is. But I'm sitting here going, how much of tomorrow is this going to eat up if I do this? And, excuse me, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with kind of being selfish and asking, what's the cost of doing this? What's the cost of getting involved? Because, it's just neither here nor there. Maybe it's something they wanted out there. Maybe they're wanting it out there for a reason. I don't know. But beginning with that, I'm starting to fade. I'm sorry. But I just wanted to come on and share that experience. I know it's not my usual fare. It's not my standard stuff of what I do, what I cover. But I figured it would be worth making a live about. And like I said, hopefully not rolling it over an hour because, I don't know, probably won't do anything. See, the honest truth is I will probably wake up tomorrow afternoon sometime and be sitting here going, okay, yeah, I saw that. On to the next thing. And not that I, it's not that I I'm trying to be selfish or anything, but it's just kind of like, a lot of times you can set out to help someone and you think you're doing the right thing, and you may be, but you wind up getting yourself in like 5 times as much work as you had originally planned, and I can't really afford that tomorrow because, I can't. So who knows? I may drop her a comment on the video and say, hey, just FYI, be aware that people can see this. May do something like that. And once again, she may be one of those people that never checks her YouTube comments. She didn't have any other videos on her channel. That's why I kind of found it a little odd. And the name wasn't like a YouTube name or like the name of someone, a YouTube name. It's kind of like, this is what got lifted from the email address. Because, like when you sign into YouTube through Gmail and you don't actually create the YouTube account, but you do everything through Gmail, it just kind of takes whatever name you've got and it throws it out there. That kind of situation. But gang, with that, I'm going to log off here. I'm going to get some sleep. Going to give myself a break because I did a lot of work today before I did the test and everything for the party now that it's not going to happen. At least it's not going to happen at our house. I'm not really sad, but I should be. I actually kind of am in a way because they're good kids. I wouldn't mind hosting their party at all. But it's a baby shower, a lot of people coming and going, and I just don't feel like, it's right now. And they kind of feel the same way, actually. They're like, well, crap, we had this plotted for here, and, and now they're going to have to find somewhere else, and that's okay. As long as everyone stays safe and healthy, that's the important thing. But yeah, I'm starting to like really die down. Ariella, I'm behind on one of your videos. I just caught one. You saw me commenting on it, and I let it play beginning to end. I've got a few more of yours that I need to get caught up on. Outdoors with Big Matt, same thing. I've got a couple of Outdoors with Big Matt videos I need to get after. So, gang, with that, I am going to say goodnight for the night and sayonara, and go check out everybody in the chat. If they have a channel, check them out. There's good people. Ariella, Viking Ventures and Victuals, absolute great person. TTB Joker has a great channel. Hey Arturo, sorry, I know you snuck in earlier. I've been to say hi to you, I didn't. Gary Kelshaw, glad to have you. Solo, good to have you. Pemberton Boys, always good to see you. Glad to hear your vacation's going well. Sucks that you can't sleep. But I might have some problems sleeping too if I was in Central America. Dragoon, oh man, I'll hit you up soon. We'll be in touch. Heavy Metal Mama Sue, I'll be in touch. Solo, likewise, I'll be in touch. And you guys, most of you guys see me around anyway, so it's all good. But I'm going to go ahead and kill it. Had 6 to 8 people watching tonight, it seems like. And honestly, for a live at this hour with no advanced warning, I'm not complaining at all. It's a good thing. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking it out. Even if you only got to stay a few minutes, I appreciate you. Drop me a message in the comments below what you would do. If you want to. I mean, some people have already said it in chat. If you watch this afterwards, you got any bright ideas, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Because I didn't think about maybe reporting it to like a credit bureau or something like that, because they seem to be very interested in whether or not your identity gets stolen. You know, so maybe they could do something with the information, or at least flag it or hold it or something. I don't know. But either way, I'll let you know what I do, and I'll probably, if I do anything, I'll probably refer to it in an upcoming live. It probably won't be the subject of the live or carry a live as long as this one did. And I don't even want to hit an hour tonight. I mean, we're at 47 minutes. So gang, I'm going to jump off and kill it. Thank you as always. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you, Solo. Thank you, Gary. Thank you for everyone who ran a wrench. Definitely good to have you guys around watching business. Definitely appreciate all of you. But gang, it's almost 3:30 in the morning here, so I'm going to start making my way to the bedroom. And yeah, right. That's what I was thinking, Ariel. It's like they might be actually interested, because that's who it's going to cost. You know, it doesn't cost Joe Blow on the street, so Joe Blow on the street's not gonna worry about it. But anyway, I've got the video. I'm not posting it a link because I don't want to like expose it any more than it's already out there. Unless they want it exposed, then I don't know. I probably still wouldn't share it. I just wouldn't feel right. I'd feel like I was doing something that wasn't right. But gang, I appreciate all my friends. Thank you for being there for me through all this. I'm not going to be around after this. I am going to bed. I'm turning the phone off, and see you all later. Thanks.